Yeah, good morning, everyone. So yesterday again, U.S. market saw some marginal corrections, and but the futures are more of a flattish. Yesterday, there was a comment from Moody, chief economist, which was indicating that the inflation are expected to come down to almost half in US. The inflations are at around 8%, and they expect it to come down to around 4% in next winter. Uh, so that is a positive commentary which is coming from the Moody economist. Uh, Apart from that, if you see today, there is an inflation figure which is expected in the US, which is expected to be month-on-month increase of zero point 0.3 versus last month of 0.1. So this is crucial to watch how it moves. If anything comes higher, then it can have a impact on the market. Apart from that, the Asian markets are mostly negative, and commodities, we had seen aluminium moving up yesterday in LME by around 3% on the news that the Russia may ban import of US may ban import of Russia aluminium. So that has taken the aluminium higher by around 3% in yesterday trade in LME. Today morning, oil is down to around 92.5, another $1.5 down from same time yesterday. And iron ore is down by around 1%, and steel is more of a flattish. So overall seems more of a sideway type of movement indicating the international market. I'll request the technical team to take up from here.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. See, today we expect gap down open. We see that market last two trading session trading between the range. Upside range comes around 17,200 and downside 16,980 level. That is a 200 DMA. If Nifty break that level, then we expect further sell off towards 16,800, 16,700 at downside. And upside 17,200, 17,280 is a resistance for index. Bank Nifty also trading the support zone, and if Bank Nifty break 39,000 downside, then we expect downside towards 38,740, 38,400 at downside, and upside resistance place around 39,400 and 39,700 in Bank Nifty. Nifty Finance also trading near support zone, and that is first support place around 17,530 and 17,400 at downside, and resistance place around 17,700. So all three index trading near the long-term DMA, and Nifty managed to fail that this weekly close, then we expect it may be selling pressure towards 17, 16, 800 and 700 Nifty. But upside Nifty's main resistance place around 17,200, 17,200 after, then 17,400 is a major resistance for Nifty. So we see that now all three index trading with the range that is 17,400 for Nifty and 17,800 at downside for Nifty. Bank Nifty 39,400 and 38,700 at downside. Stock specific, Coal India looks positive at current level. IDFC also looks positive. Already we given call in IDFC. Negative side, we already given call in ITC. ITC trading the below the trend line level, that is 332. Downside 320, 314 is the target for ITC. Next, in banking, Axis Bank looks positive at current level. ICICI Bank trading near the support zone. That's it for technical. Derivative back and get.
Yeah, thank you, Vikas. On the derivative front, nothing much has changed from yesterday. Only thing is we have closed above the 17,000 levels. Good amount of open interest has been built in around 17,000 levels. The volumes at the put strike of 17,000 have been highest yesterday. So again, looking at the data, it would be a little difficult to break 17,000 at least for today. Also, PCR above at 17,100 is above 1. So all in all, that is a positive. The other things, the open interest remains the same. PCR near about the same levels, below the 1 levels. VIX continues to be above the 20 levels. So these two indicators are little negative, but again, we don't think that 17,000 will be broken very soon. Once that is broken and closed below, only then you will see some more selling coming in. You need liquidation at the 17,000 put strike for that to happen. From the stock specific front, looking at the stocks, we also like Coal India. As Vikas said, Coal India seems to have, everything going for it. The open interest is positive. Also, shorts have been covered. So we believe this stock can move up from current levels. Also, Ambuja India Cement seem to be doing well. Some short covering was seen yesterday. Some more buying can be seen today for these stocks. So that's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. PepsiCo US, which is the parent of Pepsi, Pepsi's Indian subsidiary, they have said in a press release that the region for Africa, Middle East, and South Asia has grown its beverage volumes by 11% for the September quarter, and also mentioned that India has grown in double digits. So this is positive for its main bottler, that is Varun Beverages. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Wipro posted its numbers yesterday, and the company has posted broadly in line set of numbers for the quarter, with CC QOQ revenue growth coming in at 4.1%. EBIT margin dipped by 30 bips Q on Q and came at 14%. Q3, management has given revenue guidance to be in the range of 2811 to 2853. That is a growth of 0.5 to 2%. Q3 margin will have headwinds of salary. However, management expects margin to be in the range bound. Outlook is neutral. HCL Tech posted above expectation numbers for the quarter. CC QOQ revenue growth came in at 3.8%, wherein services revenue growth came in at 5.3%, which indicates lower growth was majorly impacted due to platform and product business, which dipped by 7.8%. QOQ. EBIT margin expanded by 92 bips QOQ and came in at 17.9%. A company has upgraded FY23 revenue guidance to 13.5 to 14.5% versus last quarter guidance of 12 to 14%. EBIT margin guidance came in at 18 to 19%. Growth for the company would be majorly supported by growth in the services business, which is expected to grow by 16 to 17%. And the company has factored in some slowdown in H2 for services business. Outlook is positive on the company. LTI is to post results on Saturday, and CC revenue growth is expected to come in at 3.4%. EBIT margin is expected to be almost similar to last quarter at 16.4%. Last quarter, management was confident of achieving industry-leading growth for FY23 and a net profit margin of 14 to 15%, and had indicated that the deal pipeline is strong for all segments. So any indication of this for the same would be the key thing to watch out for. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, a few of the smaller news wherein Adani Port has said that they won the letter of award for setting up of a new port in Tejpur, that is in West Bengal. That will be built on an operate basis. So that act as a new, a bit positive in a longer run for for Adani Port. Then Maharashtra Seamless has said that on 17th, when they will be considering result, they will also be considering bonus and split of shares. So this will act as a sentimental positive for the company. Then Sterling Williamson announced a result, and the result was quite weak this time as well. Company has reported sharp revenue decline to just only 300 crore versus last quarter of 1400 crore, and EBITDA loss also continue at over 300 crore in this quarter. But apart from this, company has also said that they had won one large order of around 2000 crores from NTPC. So that may bit support the prices for Sterling and Williamson renewable. Then apart from that, result on Monday. Monday we have result of ECC, where again all the cement company are expected to report lower EBITDA per ton. Here again, the EBITDA per ton is expected to decline by around 100 rupees to around 465, which seems comparatively lesser as compared to its larger peer. Whereas the EBITDA per ton decline is expected of around 150 to 200 rupees for most of the company, but here it is a bit lower, mainly because the EBITDA per ton in last quarter itself came down very sharply. So the results are likely to be weak. Then Anup Engineering is expected to report number. Revenue may take some up move, but company has indicated that the margins in the first half will continue to remain low, and then we may see some revival in the second half because of the decrease in the steel prices and new order at higher prices. So this quarter may continue to remain soft. Then PVR is expected to report numbers, and numbers are likely to be lower, considering that as compared to pre-COVID, revenues are expected to be lower than the pre-COVID period, second quarter FY20. The revenues are expected at around 817 crores, whereas revenue in Q2 of FY20 was at 973 crore. So still revenues are likely to remain lower than the pre-COVID level. So at such a result is likely to be showing decline. Even the EBITDA margin also is likely to remain lower at around 27% versus pre-COVID level of around 33%. So here again, the results are likely to show declining trend. So that's all from fundamental side. I request commodity team to take over from here.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Today we are likely to witness a pullback in precious metals. So buying is recommended in gold around 50,000, 850, 800 levels. Prices are holding 50,700 levels. So one can maintain a stop loss below that. 50,650, one should maintain a stop loss. And prices are expected to test 51, 100, 200 on higher end. Though in the evening at 6 o'clock, we have a US data of US inflation data. So at that time, one should wait for the data and square up the position for that. In the silver also, we expect prices to bounce till 58,000, 58,250 on higher end. So buying is recommended for a pullback. So one can maintain a stop loss below 56,800. Crude oil, we witness a correction is further expected. So selling around 70-50 is recommended. One can maintain a stop loss of 73.30, and the prices could test 7100 on lower end. In natural gas, we are witnessing a consolidation. Prices are expected to trade within 520 to 560 level. This is a broad range. So one can initiate a buy around 530 with a stop loss of 580. And on higher end, one can also sell around 555, maintaining a stop loss about 565. Uh, in metal, especially in copper, we are witnessing major range bound movement since a couple of days. So on higher end, 660 is resisting, and 648, 47 is acting as a support. So prices are expected to trade within the range. So one can initiate a buy with maintaining a stop loss below 647, and should take profit around 658, 59 levels. In zinc, prices are expected to test 274 to 75 levels. So buying is recommended with a stop loss below 269. And aluminum prices are expected to trade higher. So buying on dips is recommended, as yesterday there was a spot. So buying around 203 levels with a stop loss below 200, and prices again test 208, 210 levels on higher end. That's it from me. I'll ask Ria to take off from here.
Thank you, sir. So on the currency front, FOMC minutes released last night, and according to the minutes, it showed that FOMC members have noted that the inflation will remain sticky for a longer period of time, and they were quite surprised that the pace at which the inflation is decelerating is not what they had anticipated. Now, this was our view as well, because taking into consideration the energy prices which have fallen from the highs, that is right now which is getting the inflation down, but the core inflation still remains high, as the spending and the overall basic necessities still remain inflated. Uh, thus, according to the minutes, they have said that they'll continue at least maintaining the rates at the higher levels. However, the quantum of the rate hikes will slow down efficiently. Thus, if you look at the Indian rupee, it has opened on a flat note at 82.40, and I think it will remain in a consolidated range today within the levels of 82.53 and 82.30. Speaking of the other pairs, GBP INR will remain very highly volatile, because there is quite a difference of action that is taken by the central bank and the government party there. Thus, the overall outlook remains on the pound to be in a very high volatile range. The support will be at 90.80, whereas resistance could be placed at 91.80. So this is a wide range, and it will follow that in today's session as well. JPY and USD JPY has again risen beyond the level of 145, and this is what is putting the JPY INR into the selling pressure. Expect the JPY INR to continue with its bearish descent. Look for a breakdown of 56.10 to go short into the pair for a target of 55.82. You can keep SL at 56.32 into the JPY INR. That's all on today's currency outlook. Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.